Right, so we're going to have a look at these boost cables. They are the Ring Professional series. There you go. That's all the specifications that they say are rated to. And that is the part number. Now, I've no doubt that they will handle 600 amps continuous, 1200 peak. I would imagine that's, you know, that's more along the lines of the 24 volt systems out there. But I don't have a 24 volt system as such. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to treat it more real world-ish if we can, from vehicle to vehicle, should we say. So just to give every chance I can, I've got two batteries wired up, still 12 volts. This is just to try and help with voltage drop effectively. If you were using a car, you have an alternator running at the same time, which most alternators can chuck out 100 amps plus, but I haven't got an alternator to hand for this demonstration effectively. So we've got two batteries wired up, little 6 amp charger, just putting out constant 15 volts. It's not going to make a massive difference, but you know, it might help us a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is grab the Yuasa battery tester, and we're going to run the same earth test that we did on those cheap ones in the previous video. There we go, so 3.59 ohms. I forget what the cheap ones were, but they were a lot higher than that, and obviously failed the test. So let's get this out of the way, and we shall hook up the carbon pile load tester. There we go. So we're running about 14.4 volts give or take at the end here, and we'll just crank this up as high as it'll go. There we go, we had about 360, 350, and as you can see, voltage is starting to drop quite a bit. Now the downside to jump leads over say a boost pack is effectively the longer the cable, the more voltage you're going to lose. But at the same time, if you've got a car with a knackered alternator and the battery is good on it, you can use a good car with a good alternator to transfer power across, leave them running for 40 minutes or so. That should give plenty of charge into the dead battery and at least allow you to drive the dead car on battery power for a limited amount of time. So in the real world, the most you're really probably going to get is maybe 350, 400 amps, maybe a little bit more with a good alternator and the car running. But as you can see there, Jump Lead's advertising 600 amps, and people think, oh, well, I've got an 800 amp battery. You know, that'll chuck 800 amps across. It won't. So don't forget, the longer the cable you've got, the more of a voltage drop you're going to get effectively, and less power at the other end. But we can certainly see the difference there. I think these were only about 50 quid, give or take, that I paid for. You know, these got up to 360, 350 amps. That cheap set we did, I don't even think it got past 50 or 60 amps, did it? I can't remember now. But yeah, there we go. That's just a little look at the Ring booster cables.